So my eye starts up here and it goes down here to the last star that I see the whole thing of, which is the focal point of this artwork. So how do artists create movement in their artwork? They're going to do it by having things on a slant, by having repeated lines, repeated shapes, increasing size, or increasing value. Okay, let's look at some movement in real business logos. Here are some logos that have movement. So first we have this stone canoe one that has darker shades fading to lighter shades of blue and then fading into the green. And also that arrow makes it look like it's moving. The Pantene Pro V swirl looks like it is moving through the air. And then we have this Digifarm where it has the same shape of a horse with different hues. And so it looks like it's moving. So those are examples of movement. Just, you could do both ways if you want to see what it looks like. Just put your letters on a slant. I have repeated lines, that dark line on the left side of each letter. I could have repeated shapes where they're all kind of squared off letters. I could do increasing size, the EAP getting bigger, or I could do increasing value, light, medium, dark. And then here I tried to slant each letter. So just another experiment you can try. Make sure all of your 10 on this page are going to be filled in by the end of the unit. So how do artists create contrast in their artwork? They're going to put opposites next to each other, such as light and dark, rough and smooth, or with letters we might say sharp and rounded. Let's take a look at some contrast in logos. All right, and here we have some examples of contrast. So first we have the FedEx logo. And I honestly did not notice this until just a few years ago when I was starting to teach this unit. They designed this very intentionally. FedEx is actually Federal Express that they've shortened to FedEx and lined up these two letters. Then the other thing that they did with this logo is they put the X, they put all the letters right next to each other because this negative space right here creates an arrow. You see this white arrow? That is a symbol of FedEx. They're moving forward. They're getting things done. They're getting the packages where they need to go. So this is contrast, this white back here contrasted with the orange around it to create that arrow. The same thing is true with this rabbit logo. It's very simple. It's just really 3 black shapes, 1, 2, 3, with some white slits out of here, and it makes a bunny very well. Just by thinking about different, that negative space, it's going to make it look like there's different elements of this rabbit. So that is a logo with contrast. Students often struggle to see the E. They think that the white is the E, and actually it's the dark that's the E. So the E is mirrored backwards. So get your brain right around that. And then I have the P light with the background dark. So that would be light next to dark. I have rough and smooth here, smooth E and the rough P, which is kind of a zigzag line. I did the same thing here, a cursive E, and then I tried to make it look like an old typewriter with like the little dots coming off of it. Or I can do sharp and rounded. So I have my round letters on the outside and my sharp letter on the inside. All right, then you have looks like 11 more squares on this page to fill in. So after you have all of your ones that I helped you model, then you want to fill in the rest of the squares. And they can be any kind of ideas you want. They don't have to follow the principles of design. We're just trying to generate a lot of different ideas with this unit. So fill in all of the squares on all of the pages, the thumbnails. Then when you have that done, you're going to choose your top 4. And on the next page, you're going to draw each one of those 4 in one of the boxes. And that will be what we present to your class. We're going to have someone in your class talk to you about which one they're most drawn to, what they like about it. And we may even come up with some ideas for how we like, maybe we really like this first one, but we want to see if you tweaked it just a little bit like this. So then after that, you're going to experiment with that top choice after we come up with it. The class is going to vote, and you don't have to go to the class vote, but some people choose to. And then you're going to just play 4 times with that one, that final choice, just slight variations on it. And then again, you're going to get feedback on that. And then on the very last page of the packet, you will do your final logo nice and big so we can see it here, whatever you decide on at the end. All right, you guys, that is going to be our logo design unit. I can't wait to see what you create.